Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Joel Embiid.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've got Jason Tatum, Aaron Gordon out there with Embiid. Then there's Payton, and it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Philadelphia, we've got White. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Mobley in at the center position. Well, Clark, it may not be for everyone, but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Pulls it from the elbow, and he nails the jumper.
That's his bread and butter. Paul is still one of the best from the mid-range.
Down low, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Johnson with a screen on Tatum. Tatum against Butler. Clock at 6. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Gordon. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Embiid. That shot off. Good D by Mobley. Paul passes to White. Mobley against Embiid. Mobley dishes to Paul. Right side, Butler. And stolen by Tatum. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in.
I love seeing Tatum continue to work on that jump shot. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer, and with the jump shot added and refined, he's only going to get better.
Paul finds White. Butler against Tatum. Butler passes to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Paul surveying the floor. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Count that one for Mobley.
Hey, you know, when it comes to the pick and roll, Chris Paul does it with precision. His timing, impeccable.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Payton up top. Outside Tatum. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Mobley. Last game out, he had 14. White, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Payton against Paul. Pass to Gordon. And here's Embiid. Over Mobley. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Gordon.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
And it's Paul with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Shooting 2. That free throw, no good. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Martin's checked in for the Cavaliers. Good on the second free throw.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
And they're moving it up. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Cavaliers leading. Tatum finds Martin. Outside, Payton. Martin with a screen on Paul. Payton against Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Payton passes to Embiid. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block! And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Number 1, Jimmy Butler.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Mobley sets the pick for Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Payton the bounce pass. Martin for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. To the inside. Great D that time from Martin.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Halliburton on the wing. Defended by Paul. Payton with the screen for Tatum. Pass to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story
of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, here is Halliburton. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here's White, coming off a solid outing against Denver. Mobley sets the pick for Paul. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 6 points.
If he can find the look outside, Paul's going to take it. Don't expect him to hesitate if he gets that look.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Butler against Tatum. Pass to Halliburton. Embiid inside. Shoots over Mobley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
That's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by White. And stolen by White. Paul outside. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Johnson outside. Outside White. 6 to shoot. To the paint. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. Can't get it to fall. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And the dunk by Embiid.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the 76ers with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Johnson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Chris Paul. Mobley against Tatum. Back to White. Pass to Butler. Now here's Caruso. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here is Halliburton. Tatum with a screen on White. Here's Halliburton. It's not going to go for him. White with the defensive effort. Butler on the wing. Defended by Payton. Back to Butler. Puts up a three. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Shooting with great confidence. Butler fires immediately off the catch.
Now here is Halliburton. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. And stolen by White. Now the 76ers on the break. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And stolen by Mobley. Back to White. Butler at the elbow. Pass to Mobley. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Tyrese Halliburton? He's averaging about 19 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense. knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Caruso. Embiid with a screen on White. To the middle, and Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Now here's Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Inside, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display.
Yes, sir, power and grace. That had it all.
Here's Halliburton. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. First free throw is good.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Embiid. Caleb Martin comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And so he's able to get one of two.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Embiid. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Caruso. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, the leadership, the unselfishness from Butler, you can count on him to share it.
Cavaliers leading. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the three. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Jackson Davis. It's good. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Now, Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. And it's Thomas at the elbow. And the basket is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Butler. Defense right on him. Knocked away. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Alexander Walker. White with the defensive effort. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great, not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Aaron Gordon. Thomas is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. Alexander-Walker with the ball. Defended by Paul. Payton with the ball. Nothing on the board. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Johnson. 6th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Ellis outside. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Paul. Knocked loose. Now Jackson Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. Aldama with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Alexander-Walker, defended by Paul. Right side, Thomas. Pass to Jackson Davis. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Philadelphia. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And check it out, Cleveland. They find themselves in 4th place.
And right now for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
That free throw good from Thomas. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Aldama. Outside Thomas. Cleveland moving the ball around. Gordon inside. Johnson on him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Ellis kicks to Caruso. Another miss by Philadelphia. Cavaliers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Thomas, a screen on Paul. A shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. And here is Caruso. Still yet to score. Johnson sends the screen for Paul. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Highsmith. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Caruso against Gordon. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Jackson Davis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Highsmith. He's guarded by Ellis and taken away by Ellis. For three. It's good from long range. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Cleveland. Halliburton comes in for Alexander Walker. High post Johnson. He lobs it up.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And taken away by Ellis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Halliburton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. No good on the triple. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. A three ball. Drains the three-pointer. Halliburton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Halliburton right in his comfort zone, operating the pick and roll. Excellent, excellent at taking what he sees.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Jimmy Butler comes in for Alex Caruso, and it's White for Ellis. Pass to Aldama. Knocks it loose. Here's Butler. He had 13 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Took him no time at all on that one. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Outside Tatum. Gordon, the pass to Tatum. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Paul against Thomas. Pass to Jackson Davis. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Halliburton kicks to Gordon. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on White.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Evan Mobley's checked in for Philadelphia. A switch here also for Cleveland. Embiid's checked in. That's good from Halliburton.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Oh, no, stopping by that time.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Here's Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Mobley. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Second free throw, no good. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate that has hampered what is a special talent in Embiid.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now, here's Johnson. 20 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Outside Tatum. A three-pointer, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Mobley against Embiid. Ball fires from way outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thomas passes to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Mulligan to Halliburton. Paul dishes to Butler. And the rejection by Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Fourth, the 76ers.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Now Ellis. He's got 6. Pass to White. 76ers moving the ball around. Johnson sends the screen for Mobley. 5 to shoot. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Houston Rockets. Then on Monday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
The first one falls.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And both free throws good for Mobley. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Cleveland. 4-point game. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. Mobley, a screen on Tatum. And Mobley throws it down.
And Butler's so proficient at running the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what the defense gives him and gets those passes around defenders quite sweetly.
Now here's Thomas. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Gordon kicks to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Over Ellis. Thomas, no luck. The 76ers leading by 4. Outside Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
And so Butler nails both of them. 1:49 left now here in the second. White against Halliburton. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Rebound by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Butler. Down low. Here's Johnson. Here's Mobley. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And that's 15 points for Evan Mobley.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Thomas inside. He's guarded by Ellis. Halliburton for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson with a screen on Tatum. That's a 2 from Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Embiid kicks to Halliburton. Tatum setting the pick for Halliburton. to Embiid. Lock at 6. Embiid owns the lane.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Butler against Tatum. Now here's Butler. D right on him. Johnson with a screen on Tatum. Butler from outside. That shot missing. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Evan Mobley has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point lead. Derek White is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Jalen Johnson. Then it's Butler. And it's Mobley in at the 5. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Halliburton. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. To the paint. Here's Payton. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Payton's got his first points in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Mobley sets the pick for Butler. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul.
Take a break.
Nothing easy inside.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes the first but misses the second. The 76ers leading by 7. Paul outside. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Can't cash in from the high post. The Cavaliers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Pass to Halliburton. Gordon kicks to Payton. Mobley against Embiid. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Butler finds White. Mobley looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Gordon. He's around 10 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. To the inside, Embiid. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Mobley sets the pick for Butler. And he's good on the 3 ball. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Embiid, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Mobley, a screen on Tatum. Here's Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Halliburton passes to Tatum. Halliburton sets the pick for Tatum. And he gets the jumper to drop. Tatum's got 11. And Philadelphia has possession. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Paul kicks to White. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot. And he's made great improvement in that area.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Payton. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Number 1 is Joel Embiid.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Tatum with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Tatum against Johnson. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Mobley. Embiid, no good.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Paul finds Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
He hits the second from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. White against Halliburton. Embiid, the pass to Tatum.
And over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
For Cleveland, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That free throw missing.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Butler. 15 points in the game. Johnson with a screen on Tatum. And then Johnson with the dunk.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Embiid the screen. Halliburton against White. Embiid with the screen on Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum, that's for 2. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. The 76ers leading by 13. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, Butler thinks the game as well as he plays it. He's a smart player. I like how he uses the pump fake to draw the contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And so Butler nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Halliburton with it. 5 points in the game. And it's Gordon missing. And here is Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tatum against Butler. Over in the corner, Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Halliburton passes to Alexander Walker. Pass to Embiid. Fires top of the key. Here's Halliburton. And here's Tatum for 3. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the 76ers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Gary Payton comes in for Tatum. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Pass to Johnson. There's the 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Halliburton kicks to Embiid. And it's Halliburton missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's White. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Mobley finds Butler. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Caruso. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so Payton will bring it up for Cleveland. Down by 12. Here's Gordon. He's got 6. It's Thomas outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Butler deciding where to go with it. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thomas. Payton passes to Halliburton. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. That's 7 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
White dishes to Butler. Inside, Mobley.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And both free throws good for Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 7. Thomas passes to Embiid. Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 9 points now in the quarter. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Back to Halliburton. Aldama passes to Embiid. Over Mobley. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And that one, good.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
Thomas against Caruso. Pass to Embiid. Over Mobley. Again, Embiid missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Butler kicks to Mobley. Johnson sends the screen for Mobley. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Thomas. Embiid with a screen on Caruso. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Caruso. White left side. Floats it up there for Mobley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Just an incredible month of basketball. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Butler. And it's Richardson in for White. They set the pick. Here's Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Ellis is checked in for Josh Richardson. And both free throws good for Thomas. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Caruso, the pass to Johnson. Mobley with it. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is what you want from your big man. Mobley follows through on that putback with authority.
Down low, here's Martin. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Whitey's checked in for the 76ers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers leading by 17. Mobley, a screen on Halliburton. And White kicks to Caruso. Pass to Mobley. Back to Caruso. Clock at 4. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. The putback. The rebound by Halliburton. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Shoots over Caruso. Outside for Thomas. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Santi Aldama is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Thomas. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Now here's Thomas. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. The 76ers leading by 15. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Green. No good from outside. Thomas against Ellis. Now Alexander Walker. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And that one misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Ellis. Jackson Davis finds Ellis. He gets it in there.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 15-point game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Green dishes to Paul. Green with a screen for Paul. Clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper. And the 76ers lead by 18.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper has become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
Gordon a screen. Outside Thomas. Poke loose. Caruso with the ball. Now Thomas defending. To the paint. Paul kicks to Caruso. Pass to Ellis. Back to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Tatum. Now Alexander Walker. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Alexander Walker's got his first basket. Philadelphia leading by 16. Paul kicks to Ellis. Back to Paul. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Paul passes to Green. Here's Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Thomas, a screen on Paul. Pass to Thomas. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Paul. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Caruso kicks to Paul. Outside, Green. And here's Ellis for three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. They set the screen. There's the triple. The shot missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Caruso sets the screen for Paul. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the 76ers. Tatum against Ellis. And another miss by Cleveland. The 76ers leading by 18. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Now Cleveland moving it up. From past the arc. Tatum from three.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Outside, Green. Here's Caruso. It's hauled in by Thomas.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Pass to Gordon. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Evan Mobley's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Johnson comes in for Javonte Green. Butler, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Derek White subbed in for Ellis. And Cleveland with a change here too. Embiid's checked in. Now here's Butler. Inside, here's Johnson. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Halliburton's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 18. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Mobley. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
Halliburton passes to Embiid, and here is Tatum, defended by Butler. Thomas against Paul. Thomas, no good.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And stolen by Gordon. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by White.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall. Now, that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Tatum finds Thomas. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The 76ers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Here's Halliburton. Outside Gordon. The three from Tatum. And it's White with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Butler against Tatum. Butler kicks to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now here's Embiid. Offside Thomas. Pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 23. Caruso. And the rejection by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Cleveland on defense. White with it. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Butler. The Cavaliers pull it in. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Halliburton against White. Offside Thomas. Pass to Gordon. Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid sets the pick for Halliburton. Cans it from downtown.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Butler against Tatum. Mobley, a screen on Tatum. Butler, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Caruso. Halliburton for three. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Evan Mobley.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
The free throw drops for Butler. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Highsmith is checked in, and Gary Payton has subbed in for Cameron Thomas. And so it's Cleveland with it. Pass to Tatum. Lets it go with a 3. Johnson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. White the pass to Caruso. Johnson kicks to Butler. Here's Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.